Well, I've got it at exactly 50. Hey. Hi, everyone. Oh. Hi, everyone. Just wait 1 minute whilst people join. Just doing some tidying up, actually. Just drop us a comment when you join the stream and we'll get started. Bear with me if you're sitting here waiting. I won't be long. I'm not going to do the whole big welcoming everyone in. I think it gets a little bit boring, so actually I might just get started straight away. And then we won't run over either. Everybody's time is precious, isn't it? So let's get started. Should we just get started, Chris? Have we got anyone with us?
Sorry?
Have we got anyone with us yet?
No, but I think I had the before show graphics done.
Oh, Chris.
There's only 2 people here.
What, me and you?
Yeah.
Hey, we have got someone with us. Drop us a comment. I just need to see. Where's my comment screen gone? Oh my word. Bear with me. Oh, there. So drop us a comment once you arrive and you're in the room. Hello. So we know somebody's there. You're just not commenting. Tell us your name as well, because all that I get is your Facebook name. So I don't know who you are. Anyway, right, I'm gonna start. Elaine, hello, thank you. We just like people to comment at first so that we know you can actually hear us as well, because obviously we don't have the sound on so that there isn't feedback. Okay, right, well, Elaine, thanks for being the first one. Let's hope you're not the only one. I'm gonna get started straight away. Yeah, you'll win the prize, Elaine. So congratulations right now. You've got a good chance. No, we are actually a little bit early. It's not quite 7 yet. I start 5 minutes early now because it takes us 5 minutes to actually get everything connected. Excuse me. So I won't run through all the housekeeping until there's a few more people here. Today, I'll be quite honest, I really don't have a big master plan of what I'm creating for you today. Obviously, we've got the new release out, which is still really new. That's only been 2 weeks. So we've got the sketchy flowers. And then I was kind of thinking earlier, and I thought, well, yeah, but we moved on really fast from the Sweet Moments release as well. And so I thought, right, why don't you just combine everything? So I've kind of got a bit of an idea in mind of what I want to do. And what that is quite loose. So if there's anything at all that you want me to use or show you, just put it in the comments. Elaine, this is your chance. So you could have the whole live right now, tailored to whatever you want me to do. I don't have any printouts, so please don't pick any printables because I'm not prepped for that in any way. I literally haven't got anything with me. Other than that, actually, a lie, I do have the birthday printables that were released, 2 weeks ago? So I could use those if you wanted me to. But I was sort of thinking more down the lines of Sweet Moments collection, MDF chipboard, and also the Sketchy Flowers release. And we've got so many products. There's about 50 products there just in 2 collections. So the choice is yours, what you want to, if you want me to do anything. Anyway, I'm going to start. So I hope you're well. Anyway, I hope everyone's well. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of, I do want to stick to just an hour so it doesn't go on too long. But I'm going to switch camera. Oh, I've lost 2 cameras, Chris. I've lost my camera. Oh no, hang on. It's because I've got that there. Why is that coming out? No, I haven't. It's all right. It's just me being stupid. Okay. So I am going to, let me just zoom out of this a little bit because it's a little bit close. So I have, how do you zoom out of there? I don't know. I've lost my thing. Right, I'm going to leave it so that I don't actually, oh, there it is. Hang on. Where is it? There we go. Yeah, it's not zooming out. Okay. Oh, and Sue's here. Hi, Sue. And Julie too. Hello. I'm just getting straight into it, guys. So I found this box, this MDF box, that I've had hanging around in the studio. It's kind of been on the floor holding all my spare bits of MDF, all our offcuts, and all the test pieces that Chris and I have been making. And so I thought, right, okay, how many of us actually have, oh, Christine, hi. Yes, I can see your comment. Oh, yeah, no, I don't pick up your comments on YouTube unless I actually have the screen open, and I have too many things open. I can't see the cameras and all the comments if I have YouTube open as well, sorry. So you'd love to see the sketchy flowers and balloons woven into the film strip frame chipboard. That's actually a really good idea. Okay, that kind of feeds into what my idea of a project was tonight. So I'm gonna we're just gonna go straight in. Okay, no formalities. We'll do the housekeeping in a little while, and there's a few more people here. But basically, just keep commenting. Don't forget about the giveaway. Just enter win in the comments to be in the giveaway, and it's a £25 credit to the store. If there's any products that you see, Chris will drop a link in. Just in the comments, if you want to know more, just put shop and then the code that's on the screen, and then you'll get a link through into your direct messages, so you don't have to move away from what I'm doing, just to kind of check things out, and you don't lose where you are with things. So yeah, so this is one of our MDF boxes. This is actually for sale on the website. Not sure what the code is. I don't know if you've got that set up in your, it's on there, is it? Oh, okay. Does it come with a lid, Chris, or not? No lid with this one. But I kind of did this one so that you could use it as a shadow box. Are you sure it hasn't got a lid? I thought I made a lid for it. I mean, the whole thing was, when we made this, this is actually kind of part of the big parts MDF collection that we did. So that's this one. I need to try and zoom out a bit. Just 1 second. I know what I'll do. I'm going to, just bear with me, guys. I'm going to switch cameras and then I can zoom out, because that's a bit close when I'm on a big project. Oops, wrong way. Okay. Now I've got a little bit lopsided. Okay. I don't think my camera's quite far enough away. And then this one, that's it. I'll zoom in a bit. Zoom in a bit more. That's better. Okay. So we're on, this is an A4 box. So if you're in the States, A4 is pretty much 8.5 by 11. And so that's why there's no lid with this, because it was designed, if you remember, if you were here when we launched this, it was designed to actually fit this gorgeous big MDF heart. Now this actually is in 3 different sections. I've obviously already painted this kind of in a quite a shabby, chicy kind of finish. It's actually got a little bit of shimmer on there with some waxes and things. Hello. And I'm sorry, I'm not name checking anyone tonight because I think it can get a little bit. I know you all love it and everything, and it's lovely. I like saying hello to everyone. I think if you've kind of popped in, it's the least I can do. But I think sometimes if there's a lot of people, it can get a little bit slow. It slows us down a bit, and it gets a little bit kind of boring, just constantly interrupting. So, and I get very sidetracked, as you know. So this can be used as, it can be used on its own like this. Now, can you imagine if you just like made a hinge to go on here, and then you would actually have a book box and you could just decorate the whole of the inside. So this whole thing kind of works together. You could also then use, you know, these are all separated out, so it's up to you how you want to use it, but you can see it fits perfectly. There's a slight overlap with the hearts. Now you can see how nice that then becomes. Chris, can you be answering the questions for me? Because you can just comment in there and then it stops interrupting me, like about the recording. So it records onto YouTube, Chris. I've lost my total train of thought then. So yes, so now you could create a really gorgeous big shadow box with a nice amount of depth in here as well. So that's why I kind of have these layered. You could do what you wanted with them. You could actually have, how nice would it be if you had that one opening that way, and you could actually have that one opening that way, and then that one could be in the middle. And you could actually, if you think about it, you could then have that as a standing piece, couldn't you? So you just need to create your hinges here. Do you know, I'm quite tempted to do that. I haven't got any cardstock with me there. But yeah, you could create your hinges, and all I would do for the hinges is actually just use some cardstock and just attach the cardstock onto the side panels and then glue it onto the round the edge so that it traps it all in there. You'd need to put a piece here as well, but then you'd have it all kind of going right around the edges. In fact, we might do that. I don't think we'll have time, but I'm really loving the fact that this is set up ready for you to kind of basically make this really gorgeous shadow box. With Mother's Day coming up in the UK as well, I think this is a really nice kind of opportunity to actually create something for that. And I might actually make it for my mum maybe. So in that MDF kit, so this is the A4 MDF heart kit, you get loads of different pieces. So you get loads of smaller hearts, you get lots of foliage, flowers, butterflies. There's tags in there. I'm trying to think because I've used all that. There's words in there as well. So if you haven't seen this, I mean, basically this was kind of designed not just for Valentine's, but we brought this out at Valentine's. Now I've got in mine here, I've got some pieces that didn't quite cut properly. I get all the seconds basically. I'm not allowed a good version. But basically you get these, you can see here we kind of changed that around, but you can see for Valentine's you get all these different extra bits and pieces, love. So you know, you could have, if you think about it, in the chipboard there's like a mum in there in the chipboard, so you could actually do that. So you could combine it, and then you get all these gorgeous little bits and pieces. So I'm going to just pick some of these out. Like I said, you've got like a little tag. I'd already started decorating that before. Butterflies. There's so much in here. So let me just pull some bits and pieces out. I don't want it, I'm not only going to use this, I want to use other things as well. So we're going to combine everything. So everything that we've kind of released really since the end of January. So we've got the Sweet Moments collection as well. which I've got to hand, and then I've got chipboard here from Sketchy Flowers, and we're going to try and use that too. So a little bit of everything. So let's see what we can actually make, shall we? So I'm going to just get these bits and pieces out now and put them to a side for now. I'm going to need to decorate this somehow. So let me just grab some cardstock. And what have I done with it? Just bear with me, guys. I think I'm going to use ivory card. And just to be kind of like lazy, I'm going to use an A4. So it'll just literally kind of, all I need to do is just trim this down. So this box, I don't know whether the card is slightly bigger than A4 or the box is, I think the box is slightly smaller. Yeah, because the hearts were A4. So let's just mark this out. And I'm standing up. So I want to just trim this down. I'm trying to measure it. I'm having to stand up because it's quite big. So let's just trim this down. Bear with me. Oops. Okay. So I'm just going to match that up to the edge in the corner. And it doesn't matter if this isn't quite right because I'm going round, there's lumps and bumps with where the MDF actually fits. So let's just, oh no, just broke my knife, Chris. What have I done with the knife? Look.
That's no good, is it?
I know, they don't make blades. Do you know, I had my last blade for about 20 years and I've gone through 3 in the last month. Anyway, never mind. I bet you're all laughing. Well, it all happens to us all, doesn't it? So I just need to trim it down a bit more anyway. So trim her out. So let's just guide that down. Now the MDF is 2mm, so I need to already, because I trimmed it, because I measured around the outer edge. Obviously, I need to make it a little bit smaller. I think that might be just another millimetre off there, I think. I keep hitting my head on the camera, so I bet when I've gone back it won't be all lined up again. Perfect. Okay. Is it easy? Easy without a knife. So we're going to use that in there, and that's going to be our background. Now, obviously, you know, we could have done all sorts with that in terms of inking and doing, you know, a nice stencil background. And we might come back to it and do that. Oh, yeah. Keepsake box for birth or wedding. Yeah, absolutely. And that was actually kind of what, you know, along those lines, shadow box, keepsake box. That's why we kind of made it, especially to go with this. Can you imagine if you did all this in white, how gorgeous that would be for a wedding? You know, and then you could do it in pink or blue or yellow, you know, so we could literally do all sorts with it. So I'm going to get out, first of all, I think I'm going to use my Sketchy Flowers stamps. Let's see, where are we? Oops, oh, I'm losing a die. And yeah, so I'm going to end up with, this is going to be one of those nights where there's stuff everywhere, I warn you now. So let me grab some cardstock. I'm not really bothered about which one I use here. Excuse me, I'm a bit croaky. I need to just have a drink. How are you all anyway? I hope you're all doing okay this week. Getting lots of crafting in. So let's go with the hello, I think. Do you want to go hello? I like them both. I haven't got a clear favourite. Now, as you can see, if you like the way that I store these, so basically this is the squirrel and vine storage. So if you like how this is stored, I actually designed this storage with my friend Angie. Excuse me. So the whole point of this is you've got these really, really good quality folders here. These are not those flimsy, soft stationery folders that everybody uses. These are actually custom made. They're really nice and thick. We wanted these to like basically almost last you a lifetime. So these are really, really well made, and they are made by us, designed by us to fit specifically your stamps, dies, stencils and papers. So you've got a divider that you can get. All the elements are all separated, so you can get the dividers separately. There's also a box that you can put them in. There are box dividers and the actual folder dividers here. You've got a little lip there that you can get in. There's also a magnetic sheet. So if you've not seen these yet, you need to check them out. So it's the Squirrel and Vine Storage, which is on the website. And you can see that I put all my dies in the back. And then on the front here, what I do, now it's completely up to you. These folders are actually glossy. These dividers are glossy. You can't really see it under the lights. But what that means is if you want to cut down your packaging and you've not got much room, for instance, what you can do is your stamps will actually stick to there. So you don't need this in. I like this because it tells me what I've actually got in here. And sometimes I actually end up with 2 different sets. But that's me. You're probably not going to do that at home. So what it means is you could actually just place your whole entire sheet like that onto the divider. But, you know, it's up to you. You don't have to, obviously. It's just we specifically designed it with as much versatility as we could for what we knew every single crafter would want. So these are like 6x8 or A5 stamps. So there's 2 sizes. There's a slightly smaller size. So if you don't have big stamps and you only ever buy the smaller size stamps, go for the smaller set. But I like the big ones because you can just get everything in, and they hold quite a lot. Look how thick these are. Now the box itself, you can get about 100 packets of these in. I haven't actually tested it because I've not had 100 to file yet. But trust me, you can get tons and tons in there, and it just means you keep everything together. You can see here's my stuff that I've already die cut. I'll leave them in there so that that's the wrong set. I keep them in there so that next time I come to stamp, I've already got my stuff and I know exactly where it is. You could also use these as a card organizer as well. So if you just need some, you know, organization for your actual greeting cards that you make, just get the dividers in the box. You can decorate the box. We even have free downloads to help you decorate the box. So anyway, I got sidetracked. So let's do some stamping. And I need to show you what you can actually make with these stamps as well. So before I start, because I've actually got, just to save some time actually, I'm going to show you what you can actually make. So with these stamps, all we're going to do, let me show you. It's nothing like being shown, is it? I know I showed this last week or the week before, but we have new people every week. So apologies if you've already seen it. I just love this technique. I think it's absolutely awesome. So I've got some stamping card here. I don't even know. I think this is the same card that I've done my box with. So let me see. Let's put our stamps in place. And actually, I'm going to try and make a little bit of a scene, maybe. Let's see. Got a little stamp there, a little one there. And we've got the hello sentiment. So you can actually make an entire card like this if you actually lay it out onto your mat. And I want a little butterfly too. So I've got some little butterflies. Let's have a little one there. Okay. So this is your entire composition here. So just going to grab that, make sure, use my Priscilla to make sure that I get a good impression. Now, this is actually the right ink pad, but we'll see. I think it might be a bit dry, this one. It needs replacing. I don't know where my other one is. My juicy one. Where are you? Okay. So I'm using Versamark just because that's what I like to use. You could use whatever you want. So if you've not seen this tool before, this is the Priscilla. So this just enables you to get good pressure onto your stamps without having to be press. So if you've not got great hands, you struggle a bit with your dexterity, maybe you've got painful hands, this is ideal because look, you can just do this. You don't really have to press it hard. Now look, I've got a magnet in the way there. Let me just move that. And that's exactly what this is good for. So you can just go back in, press it down. I told you my ink was a little bit dried out. It's not. It's just that centre bit. And the bits I've missed are just where I didn't press, basically. Now, hopefully I haven't moved it. So go back in. And it just enables you to, it's got a felt mat on it. So if you've not got one of these, it is a little bit of a genius item. So I did move it a little bit, but never mind. I don't think you can even see it from there anyway. So let's go with the flow there. And just going to clean my stamps off. Okay, and just leave that, let them dry a second. Okay, so now what we can do is, this is the whole basis of the Sketchy Flowers release. I just need to find my stencil. So the reason I designed this was I just saw this really nice idea. Sorry, things are not where I want them to be. Where have you gone? Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Now, I know lots of you have got these already because we've sold out and restocked them already. So these two random stencils here, yes, Barbara, it really is. It is an amazing storage because it was designed by crafters. So if I've got time, I'll get the actual, in fact, look, whilst we're talking about the storage, so I don't have to come back to it. Ooh. Oh my God, everything's falling off. Look, this is the storage. So now I'm quite close in on my camera, so it's going to be a little bit difficult to show you. This is 12 inches deep, that way to that way. Now it's not. It's actually long. This is why you know a crafter made this, designed this, because this is 12 inches, but it's longer than 12 inches. So you can get your 12 by 12 cardstock if you want. So you could actually file this either vertically or horizontally if you want, depending on what your craft space is. So we took all of that into consideration. It actually snaps on. So if you buy the boxes come to you flat and you just literally snap them together. You get a lid with it as well. I've actually got my lid standing in the bottom of mine because I like to use mine open. But if you need to stack yours, I insisted that we had a lid so that if you want to stack them, if you've not got much space, you can actually put your lid on and then you can stack them. Now these may be snap fastenings on here, but these are so strong. This box, do not think, oh, that looks flimsy. It really isn't. There is a lot of weight in this. I would say this weighs a good 4 or 5 kilos, half full. And you can see here how much stuff I've actually got in here. Now, I've got a lot of like extra bits and pieces, and this is only half full. I've got 3 collections worth of products in here. Stamps, dies, my 6x6 papers will go in here. I don't know how wide it is. I can't remember off the top of my head, but all the details there on the website. But like I was saying, this is where you then also get, look, you've also got your actual box dividers. So they sit above the actual sides of the box. So you can just flick. But the other thing we designed as well with it in mind was that if you do need to stack it, what you can do is you can actually rotate all of this and you can actually have it in the box horizontally. So we designed it that way on purpose because, like I say, we wanted to design it for every single crafter's use. So whether you're just a card maker or you're just a scrapbooker or you do some other type of crafting, that is basically how it is. Now, you can see there's 4 prestos on each end. Really, these have never come open on me. And I've got, like I said, I've got a lot of weight in. Now, this is really smooth. It's gorgeous. You can either leave it white like I have, because all of my craft room furniture is white. But on the website, there's actually free downloads that you can print off and you can actually decorate yourself. So they're all custom made by me and designed by me. So you can actually do florals, stripes, polka dot, whatever you want. So that's the squirrel and vine storage. So go check it out on the website. Because like I say, there's lots of different bits and pieces. There's 2 different sizes. So there's basically like a large and a small. I would say if you're a card maker, it really doesn't matter which one you go for. I like the large just because then, I think if you're in the UK, excuse me, sorry, I need a drink. If you're in the UK, my suggestion is you get the large because we make larger cards than they do than the guys in the US. If you're in the US, maybe you'll go for smaller. So if you only ever craft up to 6x6, go for the smaller size. If you go to an A5 or a 6x8, go to the large size. So let's have a look, see here. So to get back to what I was saying, so this is the Minimal Art Duo Block, Colour Block Duo Stencils. And as you can see, you get 2 totally random shapes. Now, these are like really cool, these stencils. So let me see if I've got a board here. This is what you're going to be able to do with them. Okay, so this is kind of just random inky stamping here through those stencils. And you kind of think, why do I want that? What the heck is that going to do? Well, first of all, and it wasn't why they were designed this way. I'm going to show you what you can do with them in a second. But first of all, if you actually print these in different shades of browns and yellows, you can actually make your own animal print. So basically, this is just both stencils stamped together, totally random animal print, which is quite cool. And you can make it as big or as small as you want. So if if you're ever doing anything with any kind of wild animal theme on there, you can do that. You can also, why not do a multicolored animal print as well? But anyway, that's what they do. Okay. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to take our stamped image here, and all the shapes on here are different, and they aren't just, I'm saying they're the random shapes, and they kind of are. They are, but they aren't. They're random, but they were designed as well at the same time. So I'm just going to grab some ink, and I'm going to do this shape here. Let me just zoom in so you can see what I'm doing. So I'm going to just, as simple as that, and look what happens. You actually start to colorize your stamps. Now, if I get another colour, where's my correct one? So this is Victorian Velvet. So what I can do here now is take another little swirly stencil bit and go in there, and we start to colour all of these things. So let's go light on the butterfly there. Now, I have to say, I don't know if I would necessarily, if I was doing like a whole thing like this, I don't know if I would necessarily do the whole thing like I am. I'm just really doing this to show you. Now, look, I've rotated that one, and that one is actually that leaf shape. Now, you might be looking at that and thinking, well, yeah, but it's not really colouring it in because there's all this whiteness. And that's the whole point, because these are about giving you this minimal art look. Now, the whole sketchy minimal art thing is a trend in home decor right now. It's going to be, well, it already is everywhere. If you go out shopping and look in all the home bits and pieces, you will find, you know, everything's quite minimal, quite pared back, the whole sort of Picasso kind almost look. So, you know, you can do that quite simply. You could also even do your little hello there as well if you wanted to. All I would say is, if you're going to do that, I just went over and I mixed my ink there. So just make sure you clean it maybe as you're going along if you're using the same section. But it's just about actually highlighting an area without you having to spend loads of time colouring. So from that now, what happens, and I want to show you a board. Okay, so I've got a board here that I've already made. I need to get on because we're not going to end up getting anything made. I'm waffling too much, sorry. So here's the board. So you can see here the actual effect that you're going to get. And I kind of personally like it when it's just maybe one stamp. But you can, this kind of shows you what you can do. You can combine your colours. You can combine different shapes, combine different colours. Don't worry about the white. Don't worry about it having to cover. That's not the point of it at all. The whole point of it is that you've got all this whiteness. So once you've done that, so if you're someone who just doesn't colour, you just don't, maybe you don't have time or you just don't like it. Not everybody likes colouring. These are for you. And the other thing is that think about it, these work back on all your old stash. So any other stash you've got, any other floral stamp, it doesn't even have to be a floral. It could, you know, try it on other things. You know, you could, anything, all your old stash. This is an absolute game changer, this stencil. It really is. And I think genuinely, if you get this in your stash, it's something you will go back to time and time and time and time and time again, because you can colour it differently every single time. I think we need to come out with some more shapes for this because it's so cool. But yeah, go back and colorise all your old stamps. It'll breathe new life. You might have stamps that are 20 years old. Breathe new life into them with this. Anyway, so that's kind of what it does. Now, you know I said don't worry about the white. Well, I'm going to show you why. So let me just show you what happens once you actually die cut your flowers. So these are all done exactly the same way. Let me get right in to show you these. And look what happens. So this one, a little touch of green here, a little bit of pink, and it looks watercoloured. I haven't watercoloured these. I love watercolouring. You know I love watercolouring. I spend a long time doing my watercolouring. I haven't touched a watercolour since I actually designed these and we got them. So, you know, look at that one. How fab's that? So don't be afraid to mix your colours, and all you need to do is think about the placement. So around the leaves, put blues and greens. You know, you don't really want pink leaves, but having said that, you know, when you look at this one, I've got orange and green leaves, or yellow and green. It doesn't, so don't worry if there's an overlap. Stick to a limited colour palette, I would say, so don't go crazy. But if you stick to 5 colours, so that'll give you 2 different green, like a green and a blue, or maybe 2 greens and a blue, and then actually 3 colours, and then three petal colours. But look how awesome they are. They're absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely easy peasy, non-watercolouring watercolouring. for anybody to do. So whether you're a beginner or whether you've been crafting forever, completely up to you. If you don't even want to do the lines, what's to stop us also from using them this way? So I've just got a die cut, and look, I could just, I don't know if I like this colour, Victorian Velvet. I've not really used it before. Well, I had one and it was always very dry, so I didn't actually use it. But I saw someone use it on something recently, so I bought a new one, and I'm still not sure if I like it. Maybe that's why it dried out, because I didn't use it. Anyway, so here we go. Let's get our green. So if you like the whole no lines colouring thing, you know, what's to stop you from just doing something like that? I would maybe go, you know, you could just come in and do a little bit more if you wanted. One thing that is really nice, all these little tiny bits, see here, look, that could be the bottom of your stem, and just having that tiny little bit of colour just kind of draws the eye in and kind of establishes what this actually is. Look, how pretty is that? So that's even without stamping. So, you know, you can actually then get life in your die cuts as well. So let's actually make something, shall we? So I've already got here, and Christine, I'm sorry, you wanted me to use, I forgot what you wanted me to use now. The chipboard winding round something. What was it, Chris? What did Christine want me to do right at the beginning? Chipboard winding round something, wasn't it? He's not even listening to me. Are you listening? Are you actually listening to me?
Oh, no.
You got football on in your headphones, haven't you?
No.
Do you know, guys, this is what I have to put up with.
Away.
Yeah, I know you were. I said, what did Christine want me to use right at the beginning, please? I can't remember.
Oh, no, but I think a little.
We've had a bit of a technical day today, you know, where everything goes wrong. Right, I'm just going to put them...
flowers and balloons woven into the film strip frame chipboard.
Ah, right, okay. Right. Yes. Let me get back on track with what I'm doing. Okay, so I'm going to go back into here. So I'm going to go back into here, and what I'm kind of thinking is, I don't know if I've got enough things cut out. So what we could do is actually create a gorgeous scene in here with all of our flowers and everything. And then I'm going to grab some chipboard. Where did I put it? Here. So this is the Sweet Moments chipboard, and this is what Christine's talking about. So we have, let me just grab all this out. So, there's so much. These bits as well. Okay. I've got some scraps here. I've not got enough room. Okay. Don't want to lose all my flowers. It's starting to get messy, guys. So we've got a little telephone. So this is all from Sweet Moments. And we've got all these gorgeous little frames. So little Polaroids here. Let's go. I'm in love with that. I haven't used it yet because I like it so much I don't want to use it. I've got another little Polaroid, a big Polaroid there, which we might use. And then we've got all of this sort of film track stuff here. So let's get some of this out. I need to use it. Okay, we've got sentiments in here, little light bulbs. So this is perfect for our shadow box. So let me just empty that out. I need to create a background. So let's get this out as well. Right, now you've all been here a while. We need to just give you some reminders. So make sure you enter win to be in the giveaway. So the giveaway tonight is a £25 voucher for the store, which if you're in the States, £25 is about £30 to £35, I think. So that's a whopping big shopping spree for somebody. So that'll be a credit on your account on the website. And if there's any particular products that you see that I'm using that you like, then just Chris is popping the details up on screen as I'm going along. Instead of just going off to the website and then missing what I'm doing, if you just comment with the code and just put shop and whatever the code is on that product on the screen, then you will get a little direct message into your inbox. Which way? Let's go that way. And it'll have a link, and then you can go and nosy at that product once the live's finished, and you won't actually miss any of it. So I'm using ice spruce here. So, oh, you can't even see that, can you? But it gives such a gorgeous... No, I need to go a bit darker. Let me go a bit darker. Use ice spruce with the flower trellis stencil, and it gives you a really gorgeous lacy look. But it's not quite dark enough for me to show it up on here. So what else have I got in here? Do you know a colour that I never... Let me look. Hang on. I need to get my swatch out. Right, okay, Stormy Sky. Oh, Weathered Wood. No, that's not as dark. Let's go for Stormy Sky. Have I got Stormy Sky? I don't ever remember seeing it. Do you know, I have lots of all the blues, and half of them I don't even use. Lost Shadow, that shouldn't be there. No, I don't think I have. I might use Broken China. I don't... Where's my Stormy Sky come then? Weird. Okay, let's use Broken China instead. Oh, I'm knocking everything off. So let's just randomly get some ink on. Sorry, Distress Ink, Chris. And I'm going to do, I think I might do 2 colours in this. This is quite a big space to fill. Let's get a peacock feather, which I always think works really nicely with Broken China. And let's go a little bit darker. Nice. And I think we need to get another colour going on in here. Has anyone got colour recommendations? I think maybe... I'm trying to use different colours that I don't really often use lately. We've got some lovely things coming up for you soon. In fact, I was hoping to show you tonight, but I couldn't, and I'm a bit gutted really because I'm quite excited. So let's go Fossilised Amber. Now I'm going to get my brush is going to go a bit green, but never mind. Okay. To be honest, a lot of my brushes are multicoloured rainbows anyway. I'm going to just show you what this looks like once. Let me just lift that up for you. Look how pretty that is. It's so nice. It's literally, look, but if you do it in those soft colours, in that spruce and the Lost Shadow, it literally looks like lace, but it's just hard to pick up. The lights are quite bright. Chris, could you try, let's try turning that centre light out. It's really bright. Yeah, that's better. Thank you. Right, okay. So that's that bit done. And then I think what we'll do is let's ink around the edges a bit and get, because I don't want it to look really light around the edge. just to get some colour on. So I'm not worrying about how I'm doing it. Forget all the neat blending and all of that. It doesn't matter. We're going to pretty much cover all this up, but I just don't want all that kind of whiteness. Although I am using a cream, like an ivory, in fact it's a Sizzix ivory cardstock, so that kind of just will enable us, once we put that in, that's kind of our background done. Now obviously I would do all the insides as well. I would paint that, and I'm not going to spend like half an hour just painting. So just get rid of this ink. So that's the inside done. So imagine it all nicely painted and everything else. So what we're going to do is, we've got a mixture here of all of the flowers, which I don't know what I've done with. Oh my God, honestly, I'm a nightmare. I need some seriously, I need some desk storage is what I need. Right, I'm not going to use that one. So what I want to do is, in effect, we're going to kind of create like a border going round. So let's have, now I would have done a lot more flowers if I'd really been a bit more organised. Let's have like a rambling rose going up here. And at the moment I'm just placing things, so you know, trying to work out where we're going to go with things. I do have some other die cuts, but what we also have is some of the really nice chipboard. So this is going to enable us to also kind of create some depth. So look, I've got this. Let me just move this. I'm not even sat on the chair properly. Okay. And I tell you what, do you know what I'm going to do? I just had a thought. Okay, let me just take them out. Where's my other bits gone? Oh God. Okay, so I've got the other bits from the MDF heart here. Now, what I don't want to use this because I love it so much, and also I kind of feel like that has to be a bit of a window. Just drop something now. But this is, oh no, I can't because it's too big for the box because it's designed to sit on top. Okay, but this is where we're going with it. So if you missed the start of what we're doing, so this is where we're kind of going. So, and this is what I need to bear in mind. So I don't need to decorate the whole entire thing. So I'm going to put my flowers kind of where we need them to be so that they're going to be seen. Which means that we don't need anywhere near as much decoration as I was thinking we did. And then also I've got all these like gorgeous bits of MDF as well, which are just going to help us create so much dimension. I've got a heart here. Actually, I'll put that on the outside. But I've got all these like gorgeous sprigs of foliage. There's another one here somewhere. Let's have another one there coming down. And can you see how quickly that's actually starting to build up? So now what we could do, we've got these Polaroids here, and somewhere or other I have let me think. Right, okay. I'm trying to stick to, Christine asked us to do wind some sketchy flowers around. What we'll do, I'm going to take that off just for now, just so that I can work on it. So, and you can see, look, we don't need all of this round here. I'm not going to just, I won't glue it in just yet. Okay. Let's take that one out. It's in the wrong place, that one. But we can, God, I just keep dropping everything. I don't know where it is. Keep knocking things. So we can start building things. I've got a butterfly here with a missing antenna. So we've got this gorgeous big butterfly there. But we also have our little butterflies, which might be nicer. Got a couple of different ones. In fact, there's several. I don't know what I've done with them. I've already lost half my stuff. So where can that go? Let's have that there, behind there. So this is like 3 different sets of different products that, you know, all work together. And I think part of the reason why they work together is because I designed them all. So it's kind of like the same hand has designed everything. So what we could do here, we've got the chipboard, and what we could do is actually wind this in and around. Now, what I'm going to do, just grab some scissors. So with this little, let me put that down. So with this little tulip, and I didn't weed the centre of that die cut out. So I'm going to just snip into there, and then what I would do, just separate those pieces out, and then you can actually wind that around the chipboard itself. So have we still got some flowers left? Yeah, let's do it with this one. So I'm gonna, let's just build this up. So again, we can do the same with this. So you don't always have to use only the same collection. You can use lots of different things. I'm just going to see what else I've got here. I've got some bits and pieces of foliage from the botanical dies as well. So if you've not seen these, this is the botanical die set. So these have, this is basically just like lots of really nice bits of foliage. And this is going to look really nice. And I've got something I need to show you with these if you've already got these. So, oops. And what we're trying to do is actually make a bit of a focal point here. So let's just move these out of the way a bit. So I want to be dead center because we've got that big heart in the middle, haven't we? So you could put something in the middle there. Now I've got the word mum. I want to do this for my mum. I never make her anything these days because I just never have time. So look, what we could do is, where's my mum? Chipboard. There we go. It's not like I haven't got any. Oh, and I've just found something else that's really gorgeous as well. Don't forget you've got all of your chipboard frames and things as well. There we go. Where's that big mum? Where are you? There's a great big mum out of that set. So out of the here we go. Here we go. Oh. Right, okay, it's now all piled up on my laptop. So here we've got this big word of mum here. Now, what I would do, I haven't got time now because I've been faffing around, but what I would actually do, let's colorise that. And let's go, I want it to be quite dark, I think. Let's go, let's go orange, shall we? I love orange. I think it's underutilised. And I might actually put a bit of red in it as well. Oh God, I've got stuff everywhere. So are you doing is there lots of people in the giveaway, Chris?
6.
Oh, 6.
6,
Don't forget, and to win, to be in the giveaway. That's 6 of you. Have a pretty good chance there of winning £25 or $30 worth of stash. It's £30 to £30 store credit to spend on the website. So let's get a little bit of red on there. So I'm going to just ombre that in, and it'll just make it stand out a little bit more. Where are we? Okay. Gosh, I seriously need a bigger desk. Oh, I can't believe the time. Okay, so what I would do, oh look, I've destroyed it. So Chris is laughing at me. So what I would do is I would actually press that, ink that into Versamark, and I would press that into embossing powder. And because I've split it, you can actually join it together as well if you do that. So, you know, you could put the word mum in there. You could do, I'm going to take that out, that flower. Okay. So we're winding things around here. And then also, where's my other bits? Here we go. So I've already done a little bit of inking on some of this chipboard and not used it. I've kind of got it ready for something and then I've not used it. So you've got, I appreciate it's quite hard to see everything because I'm a long way from the camera, but we've got this film strip. So all I did with this was just put a bit of vintage photo on it. So what I'm going to do, just grab that. I feel like I've got too much going on here in one go. We've got another little mini Polaroid here. And I need to check where my heart is. Okay, that's all right. We're okay. We're going a bit high though, aren't we? Let's pull that down a bit. That's better. So I'm going to just layer these bits of chipboard. And then what we can do, in fact, let's just, where's my cardstock gone? Oh my God. Right, okay. I'm going to just grab a bit of card. Let's just make a little backer for this and then glue that in place. So then we've got something to make that stand out a bit more. So I'm just, a bit of PVA glue, that's all you need, not a lot. And we're just going to glue that on. Glue that on there. And I want it as a white background. Suppose we could have done it grey or black. So it actually looked like a film thing. But then what we can do is just layer that in. And that then will make this stand out. So it'll make my sentiments stand out. And I'm going to actually glue that down because it's not working when it's... Let me just get that out of there. I don't know if you've noticed, but I like things on angles, but they've got to be the right kind of angle. It doesn't always work. I don't usually put sentiments on at an angle unless I've got something else angled underneath it like this, and then it works. But if it was on the front of a card, I actually like things to be straight. Duct tape fixes everything. Tracy, yes, you do need to be brave and use your chipboard for sure. It's gorgeous. I love chipboard. I've always loved chipboard. Okay, so now we've got that in there. Okay, so we can see now what I want to do. Actually, I'm going to repaint this. I'm going to repaint it white because there's too much. It's too busy, and because we've got all of this in the background, I want that to pop through, and that'll pop through better if it's white. Or you might actually just get away with doing this bit white as well. So, you know, you even though I've already prepped done this ages ago. You know, that's what I would do personally. Now, the other thing that I want to do, so Christine, I hope that's given you your winding your stuff around chipboard thing that you wanted me to do, Honestly, I'm a bit all over, aren't I, today, just for a change. So look, let's now get this stuff arranged. And your chipboard is just like, it's almost like random things that you can use to create interest in whatever you're doing. We've got sentiments in here. There's all sorts of different things. I didn't actually show you that I love. So let's get that coming in there. I didn't actually end up showing you the botanical dies. Look, so you've got all these great little die cuts. And these are going to look gorgeous. Also layered into that film strip or that camera kind of reel. Look, you can just feed all those in. You see, it looked a bit messy, but in the end, it all kind of works together and comes together. So you kind of have to just have a vision in your head and kind of go with it, and just, you know, if it doesn't work, just change it. But generally, if you keep going, you'll find that very often it will work. It's just that, you know, you kind of sometimes just need to have faith in what your idea was in the first place. So let's just put, and remember that all these things, a lot of this isn't even going to be seen once we've got the other bit on. So let's get that. Shall I show you that close up? A bit farther away. So look at all the detail that's in there. Isn't it lovely? So, but adding, you've kind of got to ignore here what's going on around the outside edge, because nobody's going to see that anyway. So it's about the central area. I've just knocked it. And you see, even my little rose here, I know now that can come right down here, because it's not really going to be seen up there. And I've got another little butterfly down here as well that could potentially be somewhere. That might be a bit, I'm going to take that one out. In fact, let me swap that for the green one. So let's swap that into there. I think that's quite pretty. Okay, and then I've got here, what are we going to do to the outside? So previously then, I'd already gessoed a heart, and I'd already made a tag here as well, and my butterfly. So, and this was from the Lovely Flowers collection. I did this then on a demo we did, and I've just found it. So I'm going to just, you see how that's got lovely stamped into it? So I'm going to use the heart to, and this is how you layer. This is the basis of kind of good layering that works. So what I do is, when I have something open like this open heart here, I try and frame something underneath. So I'll try and pinpoint something and frame it. So, you know, like you could do that, or maybe what you did was that if it was something smaller, you could have, like, say for instance there, look, we could have, no, it didn't work because it's cut off. Only. What else I've got to hand here? There's lots of things, but I haven't stamped much out. So anyway, but you get the picture. So it says lovely. So I'm framing the lovely with that heart. We've got another little bit of this chipboard, so I'm gonna place that on there, and that then corresponds with the chipboard that's in there, because God, it's so much easier when you glue it as you go. And this is all starting to sort of work together. And then what else have we got? So I'm trying to think. I do have another mum word somewhere, but I don't know where it is. The one thing I do want to use though gosh, I can't even do anything on my laptop because it's covered in stuff. So one thing I do want to use is the 12-inch chipboard, which is the decorative 12-inch bits. Now, the lovely thing about this, so you're basically getting 12-inch borders, and these are gorgeous. So I'm a bit greedy. I wouldn't actually want to use, I mean, obviously I'm not a scrapbooker, but look how nice these are. So these you pay a fortune for these. So you can ink these, paint these, use your alcohol markers on them, wax crayons, pencil crayons, do what you want with these. Now, what I would do as well, I would like tear these, because you can tear them, break them down and just use like little bits of them. You don't have to use these as a border. They're a decorative strip. Now, what you can do is they come on a sheet and they're kind of half attached. Now this, believe it or not, is the waist. And when I designed these, look at this gorgeous one. Oh, I'm in love with that. But when I designed these on the sheet, I actually did it in a way purposely that we could use the waist from the sheet. So this is waist, and it basically gives you another border look. So you've got this one here. Look at this. I don't want to detach it because I want to show people what it is, but look at this, how nice that one is. So really delicate, and I've got lots of little tiny bits and pieces here, another bit of waist. So where it's waist, you know, where if you're one of those greedy crafters like I am, where you don't want to kind of use things, look, you could just put a little bit of that around there and just glue it down and just use all the waist each time. So there's lots of, you know, don't throw that away. There's some more little bits and pieces. So if you just had, let me just show you what I mean. So look, there's these little tiny bits. So look, you could even just have these decorate in a corner. I've got two of them, look, where it's just kind of separated out. So you could just have those joined into a corner. But this was intentional. It's not an accident. It was intentional. I actually wanted you to be able to use the waist because, you know, at the end of the day, it's all about being thrifty, isn't it? So, you know, just use it how you want to use it. Just add a bit of decoration. And then we've got our butterfly as well. And I think what I would do is I like things that overhang. So I would put my butterfly there. So he's lost his antennae, one of his antennae. But I wouldn't want to necessarily do, like I say, I'm going to paint the box white, and then I'll add a little bit more decoration with my stencil onto the front of the box and everything. But I've got more than enough decoration going on there. So I wouldn't want to really do any more. Maybe we've got a little stamp butterfly there. You could just put that there if you wanted to, maybe. But just know when to stop, when to give up as well. So that's my decorated Mother's Day box, which I think is really pretty. I can't lift it up because obviously I've not glued it all down yet. But what do you think? Would you have a go at making one of those? I'm going to just lift that off. God, I've made a mess. And then you can, if I zoom in, if I can reach it, you might be able to see it properly. There, look. So I need to paint the inside, which is all going to be white on the inside and white on the outside. And that'll just make it really shabby chic. There you go. So that's not bad, considering I didn't know what I was going to make. And I didn't really have much of a plan to do it in either. And nothing's glued. So anyway, that's kind of me done. So I've used the Sweet Moments chipboard. I've used the Sketchy Flowers stamps and dies, and the minimal art stencils, the all the chipboard from the Sketchy Flowers collection, the Hello Spring collection, and the botanical dies as well for those extra little bits and pieces of foliage, and then the flower trellis stencil as well. So in the giveaway? Are you in the giveaway? And also, the other thing I've got to say is, if you want a reminder for the next live stream, we do every Wednesday at 7 UK time, which is 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Although I think you're only 4 hours ahead right now. Our clocks don't go forward for another 2 weeks, but I believe you're on 4 hours, so it would be 3 p.m. If you're in Eastern Standard Time, and 8 p.m. if you're in the EU. So shall we do the draw, Chris?
We can.
Okay. Are you ready?
Yes. Right. Ooh. Jacqueline McCarthy.
Jacqueline McCarthy again. Can we pick? Is there someone else we can pick?
I can't see who they are, no.
Oh,
no,
okay.
Unless you know someone.
Right, I'm gonna I know Jacqueline won't mind because she's won a couple of times lately. It is totally random, but I think we should pick someone else, and I know she won't mind because she said to me last time to pick somebody else, and we didn't. So eh?
She'll never speak to you again.
No, she'll probably never speak to me again. Sorry, Jacqueline. So I'm gonna I've got a list of all the comments here down the side, and I'm gonna just randomly scroll without looking, and I'm gonna actually pick somebody. Okay, it is Carol Keane. Well done, Carol. Congratulations. So, Carol, can you email me at website at polkadoodles.co.uk, and we will get your store credit sorted. So you won £25 store credit. That's going to buy you a lot of stuff. So thank you for joining me. I feel like I've been a bit all over the place today. It's been a busy day. We kind of didn't even get ready for the live until about 20 minutes before. So I apologise if I've been a bit random. I'm sorry. I promise to try harder next week. So have we got anything else to say, Chris? I don't think we have we? Watch out for some lovely new products coming soon. Not loads and loads of new products, but we've got a couple of items coming that you're going to absolutely love, need, want, must have. And we've got, if you miss us next week, the following week, I think it's the 29th of March. I think it's Friday the 29th. We're actually on Hobby Maker. So busy time, busy month. So thank you for joining me, and I'm going to let you all go and do whatever it is you do on a Wednesday evening. Thank you so much. Really appreciate you joining us every week, and all your lovely comments and everything. I do read them all, even if I don't mention them there and then. Tracy, get using that chipboard. Carol, make sure you email, and we will catch you all next week, and I'll see you around on social media. So thanks so much. Okay, I'm over and out. Bye bye.